Hi guys, my name is Martina Gutierrez and I'm here with the Catholic Fam, and I want to make this video because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and she straight out told me, you know what, Martina, don't talk to me about God. Don't tell me about the faith and stuff like that. She's like, I believe in God. I pray to God for my house, and she was just expressing how she didn't want to hear about God. And it really gets me thinking, how people, not just her, a lot of people are like that. They don't want to hear about God. But it's funny because if I would have sat there and actually started like gossiping about someone, or criticizing or telling them how my neighbor is cheating on her husband, or then they want to entertain these conversations. But you want to tell them, hey, you know what, God says, that if we believe that he knows what we need, that he'll take care of us, that at the end of the day, we have a purpose in this life. Like, you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear that we have to love, that we have to forgive, that we have to, that Satan is real. They don't want to hear that Satan is real. It's a dogma of the church that if you don't believe that Satan is real, you're playing out. Just don't even believe in God, because we live in a spiritual world. We're spiritual beings. And, if we do not believe that Satan and his evil spirits, because Satan is not a, Mexican say kukui. Satan is not a kukui. He's not a monster that has a body. He's a spirit that possesses bodies. And the Bible tells us that we can get rid of these demons ourselves. We can cast them out by what? By following God, by following what God has left for us here on this world, so that we are able to have this power to get rid of these evil spirits that possess the body. Everybody's the spirit of lust, the spirit of hate, the spirit of grudge. Guys, the fact that someone would not want to hear about God, that should say so much. And it's crazy because it's like, you go to church, my friend was telling me, she's like, you go to church every 8 days. She's like, all that going to church and praying. She's like, I don't know. It's just for what? But it's like, okay, so you want to leave God only on a Sunday or only once a month, but because you're living life. So God is not allowed to come right now, like in this in conversations with friends, with family. He better not enter that. God needs to know his place and stay in the church, because that's where he belongs. Until I get some type of cancer, until things get super real, then I'll remember God is there and I'm going to call on to him. But until then, no. And God left his ministry here for us, left everything. He showed us how we must live. How is it that we can conquer living in this world and having peace and having love? And God has taught us so much that by living with him, by following him, how life would actually has a purpose. Life without God, guys, is not worth living. You're just living for the world, for the things of this world, like the money, like the lust, like like the gossiping, like this is the fruit of this world. It's just the evil. And with God, guys, with God, the true purpose of life kicks in, and you realize that there's so much to life, to this world, living with God, than what there is to this world without God. You're constantly seeking a happiness. You're constantly seeking to feel something in you that cannot and will not be filled, because people forget that we're spiritual beings and that we need God, and that only he, our creator, who created us, who knew us before we were formed in the womb, only he has power to heal us, to restore us, to give us peace, to give us what we need, guys. And yes, at church we give glory and honor to God. We have to go to church. The hypocrisy the hypocrisy of people that say, I believe, and don't follow what he has left. I believe, but I want to stay gossiping. I believe, but I don't want to go to church. I believe, but I don't want to go to confession. I believe, but I don't want to follow nothing that he left. I believe, but I believe in this fairy tale of a God that only when I need him, I will call on to him. And it's so sad, guys. It's so sad. Because there is a way to live this life. God left it for us. We have a purpose, guys. We are to live eternally. We have to prepare for heaven. This world, this is gonna end, guys. And we're made to live eternally, forever. Though you die, you live forever, whether in hell or in heaven. But you will live eternally. And we know this. We consciently know that there's a God. We all know this. We know that we're spiritual beings. Like people that call themselves spiritual and use the power of Satan to do evil things, or the energy, the rocks. I mean, we know we're spiritual. We know that we have this higher God with all this power, with all this love, with all this greatness. And this is who we need to seek, guys. This is who we need to go and be close to. Because who are we lying to when we think that we can live this world without God? It is impossible. It's impossible. You're lying to yourself, thinking that, oh, you can do it all by yourself. Guys, the careers, the cars, the house, you're not going to take anything with you. None of that will go with you when you die. None of it is going with you. You know, like your house can burn down in a day. You know, like none of it can go, none of it is gonna go with you. Working nonstop, keeping yourself so busy for things of this world that will end up taking you to death, versus working for God, versus living for God. There's a huge difference. There's true living. God says that those that don't take the body and the blood, they're already dead. Though they're walking, they're dead. Those that don't believe have already been condemned. They're already condemned because they don't even believe. So I wanted to make this video, guys, to share with you. Seek God. Go to your Creator. Pray to him. Ask him, guys. And maybe you can say, Martina, it's easy for you to say because you go to church and, you know, you're always so involved with God. But guys, I'm no better. I'm no better than you. I'm no better than anybody watching this video, guys. I'm a sinner too. And God makes it rain over the good and the evil. And he will listen to your cry as much as he will listen to my cry. There's no distinction. God loves you as much as he loves me. And you can cry out to the Lord and ask him to help you, to purify your heart, to guide you, to give you strength, to give you knowledge, understanding, to help you come closer to him, to lose that fear that drags you from him, to help you cast these demons out. Yes, demons of lust, demons of hate, demons of jealousy, demons of avarice. All this that takes you away from God. Only he has power to help you. Go seek God, guys. We only have one life. What do you want to waste your life doing? It's like I tell my sister, I'm soon to be 30. I mean, how many more years do I have? 20 years? I mean, how do I even know I'll even get to 50? You know, what if I only got 5? What am I giving my life to? To what? To criticizing, to judging, to hating, to trying to get this career, to what am I giving my life to? If it's not to God, what better way to live than giving your life to your Creator that loves you? He says your recompense comes from your Father. You who do things in secret, you who does things for God in secret, who pray in secret, your recompense comes from God. And what better than anything, any single thing coming from God himself? This world cannot feel what your Creator can feel for you, can do for you. So seek God, guys. He's the only one that has the power to change our situations. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Thank you for watching my video. God bless you. May God be with you. Bye.